What if I told you that today's overlooked watches are tomorrow's crown jewels? While everyone's busy chasing the same 5 hype pieces, a quiet revolution is building. And by 2026, these sleepers are going to be the watches that everyone's scrambling to get. We're talking unexpected dials, wild material twists, low-key boutique drops, and discontinued gems already heating up on the low. This isn't about hype, it's about foresight. Watch closely, because by the end of this list, you're going to know what the future looks like. And it's ticking. Starting with number 1, the Tudor Black Bay 58 Bronze Boutique Edition. This is bronze with attitude. 39 millimeters of metal that evolves like leather, darkening and developing a patina unique to its wearer. Over time, it becomes a visual record of everywhere that you've taken it. The dial is a gradient brown bronze that glows subtly under sunlight, with bold Arabic numerals at 3, 6, and 9 adding a clean vintage diver aesthetic. It wears compact and solid on the wrist, but the magic's in the details. The brushed bronze bracelet with Tudor's T-Fit class gives you instant micro-adjustment, locking in with a snap that feels satisfyingly precise. Inside, the Kosk-certified MT5400 movement delivers 70 hours of power reserve and buttery smooth performance. Waterproof to 200 meters, it's not just good-looking, it's a true diver at heart. Initially priced at around $4,434, this boutique-only piece has climbed past $7,600 on the secondary market, and it's only getting hotter. Rarer than it looks. With a cult following that is growing quietly but steadily, it is one of the smartest under-the-radar pickups that you can make right now. Functional, collectible, and seriously cool. Number 2, the IWC Pilot's Watch Mark 18. Built like a cockpit instrument and engineered with stealth-grade precision, this 40mm stainless steel tool watch comes armed with a soft iron inner case that shields the movement from magnetic fields. Pure pilot heritage, no fluff. The black dial is razor clear, with luminous numerals and sword hands slicing clean through the dark like runway lights in a storm. The convex sapphire crystal, anti-reflective on both sides, cuts glare like a pro, whether you're 30,000 feet up or just staring it down in sunlight. It's only 11 millimeters thick, sliding under cuffs with tactical ease. Inside, beats the caliber 35-111 automatic with a 42-hour power reserve. Solid, reliable, no nonsense. The stainless steel bracelet is built like a tank, but wears like a glove. Originally retailed at $5,160, it is slowly climbing in value, thanks to its clean design, no gimmick build, and a cult following among enthusiasts who love a modern tool watch that respects old-school roots. Number 3, Zenith Chronomaster Ep Original. This is retro firepower with modern guts, and by 2026, it's going to be riding the wave of vintage reissue done right. The 38mm stainless steel case is nearly identical to the original 1969 El Primero A386, but under the hood, it is anything but dated. The dial is a white matte canvas with Zenith's iconic tricolor chronograph subdials, blue, gray, and charcoal, laid out with perfect visual balance. Slim hands and a red-tipped chrono seconds hand keep the design tight, sporty, and legible. The movement is where things get wild. The El Primero 3600 beats at 36,000 VPH, giving you a central chronograph hand that makes a full sweep every 10 seconds. Yes, it measures 1/10 of a second. With a 60-hour power reserve, sharp proportions, and a serious collector buzz, it is already pushing past the 10K mark on the secondary market. At around $6,800 to $10,453, it is pure chronograph heritage backed by technical flex, and it's only gaining traction as 2026 approaches. Number 4, the Grand Seiko White Birch. This one's already building steam, and by 2026, it's going to be the non-Swiss grail watch that people obsess over. Inspired by the windswept white birch forests of Shizukuishi, the dial looks like frozen bark captured mid-motion, an organic texture that you have to see up close to believe. The 40mm stainless steel case is razor sharp, yet elegant, with Grand Seiko's signature Zaratsu polishing reflecting light like polished glass. Wide lugs and a low profile make it wear incredibly balanced on the wrist. Inside, the caliber 9S-A5 is a powerhouse. High beat, 80-hour reserve, insanely accurate, and equipped with an innovative dual impulse escapement. The box-shaped sapphire crystal, screw-down crown, and 100 meters of water resistance mean that it's not just pretty, it's daily wear ready. Currently priced at around $9,800, it is already becoming a quiet favorite among serious collectors. Expected to explode in demand by 2026 as more people wake up to what Grand Seiko is really doing here. Modern watchmaking at its purest. Number 5. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41mm Turquoise. Color isn't just trending, it's taking over. The celebration dial on the Oyster Perpetual 41mm is pure wrist candy. Bold turquoise background filled with playful, glossy bubbles in coral, pink, green, and black. It's like someone splashed Warhol energy across Rolex's most classic canvas. And somehow it still looks clean, sharp, and totally refined. The black outline circles create contrast that pops from every angle, giving the whole dial a sense of motion, like the bubbles are alive. Cased in 41mm of polished oyster steel, it is both bright and tough. The smooth domed bezel adds elegance, while the oyster bracelet finishes it off with that familiar, rock-solid Rolex feel. Inside, the in-house caliber 3230 movement keeps it ticking for 70 hours straight. Kosk precision, shock resistance, anti-magnetic, water-resistant up to 100 meters. Clasped with the Easy Link extension, it fits any vibe, from streetwear to suits. Originally launched at around $6K, this new model now commands prices up to $23K, purely due to demand and Rolex cutting supply. It's already one of the most collectible Oyster Perpetuals in the lineup. This isn't a trend piece, it is the colorful icon that your future self will flex and also thank you for. Number 6. Vacheron Constantin Historique 222. This is what happens when Vacheron digs into its archives and brings back a legend without messing it up. The Historique 222 is a 37mm steel sports watch that oozes vintage charm with modern refinement. That slim monoblock tonneau case, just 7.95mm thick, hugs the wrist like it was custom fit. Its integrated bracelet feels sculpted, not stamped, with alternating satin and polished finishes that shimmer differently with every tilt. The fluted bezel gives it just enough edge without shouting, and the matte blue dial sets the stage for sleek gold baton hands and lime green lume that glows with 1970s cool. At 5 o'clock, the tiny Maltese cross is a subtle nod to the brand's legacy, not a billboard. Flip it, and you get a sapphire caseback showcasing the automatic movement and a rotor designed just for this model. Pure watchmaking candy. Water resistant to 50 meters, but this isn't one that you're going to be diving in. It's what you wear to that rooftop cocktail night. Originally priced at $33,300, it is now one of the most sought-after reissues of the decade. Values are already moving up, and fast. This isn't hype, it's heritage, perfectly re-engineered. It's not just a watch, it's a quiet power move on your wrist. Number 7. A Lange and Södner Lange 1. Symmetry gets thrown out the window, and it's perfect. This 38.5mm rose gold masterpiece balances chaos and control with its off-centered blue dial that somehow feels mathematically right. The oversized date window snaps instantly at midnight, and the small second subdial ticks away with sharp precision. The alligator strap in deep navy wraps the wrist like a tailored cufflink, matched with a rose gold pin buckle that adds just the right flash. Flip it over, and the sapphire caseback exposes the hand-finished L121-1 movement, a maze of German silver plates, gold chatons, and hand-engraved bridges. Power reserve? A full 72 hours, manually wound, like a vintage camera. Every wind is a ritual. No water resistance here, but this isn't a splash-around piece. It's art for your wrist. Priced at $59,849, it's not just appreciating, it's becoming a collector's grail. The kind of watch that turns quiet nods at black tie events into whispered, "Is that a Lange?" moments. And finally, last but certainly not least, number 8, Richard Mille Black Carbon Felipe Massa. This is not a watch, it's a race car for your wrist. Designed in honor of Formula One driver Felipe Massa, the RM011 in black carbon fuses motorsport mechanics with ultra-modern watchmaking. The tonneau-shaped 40mm case is built from ultra-lightweight carbon, strong enough for the track, stealthy enough for a black tie gala. Its skeleton dial exposes the insane complexity underneath. The Armac 1 flyback chronograph movement, complete with a 60-minute countdown, annual calendar, and a date display that practically floats. The black rubber strap is smooth, grippy, and built for speed, paired with a fold-over clasp that keeps it locked during any chaos. Torque screws and aerodynamic curves give it a futuristic F1-ready edge. Right now, it's trading at around $185,000. But as more collectors chase technical innovation with a wild aesthetic twist, this RM is on track to be one of the most wanted flex pieces by 2026. Quiet luxury? Not here. This one screams performance. And here's the thing. Trends shift. Hype fades. But value sticks to watches with story, scarcity, and swagger. Every model in this list is already gaining momentum. Some quietly, some like a rocket. Whether you're collecting, investing, or just trying to flex with taste, now's the window. If you learned something, do us a favor. Tap that like, subscribe for more drops like this, and hit the comments. What is your personal sleeper pick for 2026? Because we're calling it now. Next year's grails are already here.